Because I got some other things to do to become.
Yeah.
We're never
And that's
there,
the
right?
thing about becoming. There's no period on becoming. Because there may be goals and you've arrived by movement to that goal, but you should have another goal and another goal. And you just keep becoming and becoming and becoming like the bunny rabbit. Becoming. Be careful, don't be saying coming. But I'm becoming.
Dr. Jack, you have some good jokes. I like your jokes. We're gonna close up because I wanna just close this up with that one thing. And I was gonna ask about getting unstuck, but I changed my mind because if you're not unstuck by now, you've probably been here 2 days at the B conference. You've enjoyed the spa. You've enjoyed food. You've enjoyed all my jokes. And if you haven't enjoyed them, I still told them. You've enjoyed every bit of what we put together for you to become the woman you envisioned in your business sessions. I know they were powerful. In your lifestyle sessions, I know they grabbed you, they tugged you, they pulled you and told you there was no certain thing as balance. I know that you have come full and the nuggets that have been dropped. So I'm not even going to go and ask Dr. Jackie another unstuck question. What I want to leave with is something that's very sensitive. I want to leave with, are we masking? Are we lying to ourselves? How can we stop doing that? You know, social media's made it where we've done a lot of predicating the woman that we want to be, that we haven't yet become. And so what I see a lot of is a picture will come up and the picture looks nothing like the person. And then when you meet the person looks nothing like the picture. And so for me, not saying anything ugly, but I'm simply saying, Dr. Jackie, this is becoming a phenomenon to be someone else, to fake it till you make it. We've heard it so many times. How can we help her close up and brighten up her life today? How can we help her see that she can be just who she is? Improve her, as you say, become the best, not the best, the better, but you said the best.
The best.
And that don't mean competitive with another woman. That doesn't mean trying to swipe her pictures,
Right.
any of that stuff.
Right.
We want her to feel that she can do this, Dr. Jackie. How can we close that up and give her that brighten and that inspiration that she needs?
I think every woman has to realize there's a special calling on her life. And you may not be called to do what the other person on Instagram is doing. So you've got to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with anybody else, you've got to be honest with yourself. And I know what I do is I sometimes have to take what my patients are saying and break it down and get the truth out of them. Because I'll give you an example. I had a patient who once said, I have postpartum, her baby's 6 months old. She came back, she said, I have postpartum depression and you won't take me out of work. And so what I did for her is I said, define postpartum depression to me. What does it look like? And she said, being depressed after I had the baby. Now that's the book answer.
Right.
I want you to tell me in your life, what does postpartum depression looks like? And she said, well, I got this baby and she stays up all night and I got to pay all this money to take her to the daycare and I got a 14-year-old son who wants to be in all this stuff and I'm trying to work every day and I'm just tired and I can't do it all. I said, well, that's good. I said, you left something out. And she's like, what? She said, oh, and I had this baby by this guy and I only knew him once and he hasn't done anything for me. I said, so what you have is situational depression. And I use that analogy to say, I think once we helped her break down what was really going on in her life, that she was angry with herself for having gotten pregnant as a more mature woman, and the daddy wasn't around to help. She had a beautiful baby, and she required needs. She was a baby. 14-year-old son who needed a man in his life.
That's right.
She's working all the time, so she can't really meet their needs. It was just a lot for a woman. But once we were able to break this down for her and get her to understand, first, let's be grateful your baby's healthy. She's beautiful. Everything's going on with her. Your son you need to be honest with and find some good men to put in his life. And let's get him. And once we took her through everything that was going on and tried to create a plan for her, I say, and you know what? I like plan B. And I'm not talking about the birth control plan B. That's some good stuff too. But plan B is that if it doesn't go this way, what's my next step? So you always got to have a plan.
Yes.
Always have a plan. And life is not always going to go exactly how we planned it. But if it doesn't, don't give up. Don't get depressed, cave in, and quit. And when she left, though, she said, well, I'm going to pray about that. I said, well, let's do that right now because you might get busy. And so we did that then, and she was able to see, I need to try and find someone to help me with the child. I need to, and I said, so I'm going to give you some time off work because you need time to get a plan in place. And she was then honest with herself that it really isn't postpartum depression. I'm overwhelmed. I said, so we're going to call it situational depression.
I love that.
But I don't want you to stay in that place. Because again, a journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with one step. And by these ladies being here, this is step one.
You said it. I say it all the time. You gotta honor the truth.
Yes.
We gotta honor it. Because honor is the highest surrendering, right?
Right.
So when we surrender to the truth, that's one of my new woo-woos.
Yes.
Because I didn't come from a place that I understood words like honoring.
Right.
My uncle was a heroin addict. I mean, he wrote bad checks all the time and fraud things and stole meat out the grocery store and things like that. So a lot of us come from paradigms, and if you don't have an ugly story, you don't have to make up one. We want you to have an ugly story.
Right.
So if you have a beautiful story, then let's take that story one level up.
Right.
Let's enlighten that story, and let's say, okay, well then you have too many excuses. But we're finding that we're finding that that's not the truth always either.
Exactly.
Because this particular woman we're talking about, a sister that we don't know but we love, right? You took her deeper.
Yeah.
So the key, what we're saying here, to become honoring the truth.
Yes.
And if you start with the truth, it's so much easier to create a plan. Because if I create a plan on a lie, and if you're like me, I forgot it. I forgot what I told you.
Yeah, I could forget
and then I made up an excuse, and then that doesn't pan out. So if you start with the truth, and we can, create an infrastructure around the truth, then you've got something to work with. And sometimes the truth is hurtful when you have to tell the truth. It is. But I always know from everything I do with medicine, with Married to Medicine, 50 Shades of Pink, just own it.
Own the truth.
Own the truth.
That's what I want women to do.
Yes.
Dr. Jackie, you said it all right there.
Yes. I'm broke because I was lazy at a point, but I'm no longer lazy. I'm broke because I got a shopping addiction. I'm broke because I don't work hard. Just whatever the truth is.
Whatever it looks like.
Yes. And then make a decision to make a change. Because you are becoming.
Right.
And you don't have to be mad because you're not there.
Love that. Very key point.
Yeah.
You are becoming that she or that her that you've envisioned. And so I'm not angry because today I don't have $1 million in my pocket, or I'm not healthy and fit like I need to be, but I'm becoming. And so sometimes in medicine we practice because it takes us sometimes to get it right. And we learn more about medicine, and we're learning more about genetics. So we're becoming better doctors. We're becoming more in tune with medicine based on genetics. So we're still just becoming, and it's okay to be becoming.
It is okay. And matter of fact, I want you to keep becoming.
Yes.
Because anytime you get
time
complacent,
you reach the place,
yes,
you
Keep
plateau.
becoming, yes.
Right.
Yes.
You become the level 2, and then you become level 3.
Right.
And then when you think you've reached the top level, reach back and get somebody else and help her become. And so now you're becoming a leader. So you're successful, and there's somebody you can look back at your hometown or in your girlfriend circle, and you help her become.
And you know what I want to add to that? You don't have to wait for it to be perfect.
No, absolutely not.
Because in my calamity, in her calamity, she started talking.
Yeah.
She started sharing. She started giving the message, I ain't dying today. And so 50 Shades of Pink was born from that. So every woman here, that if you're saying, one day I'll open my business, one day I'll become a business owner, one day I'll become this and that and other, use your mess to make millions. I often say it to my clients.
Absolutely.
Is that a good one?
Absolutely.
Use your mess.
Yeah.
I watched Dr. Jackie in more than one way. You know, pictures tell so many stories. Her team and her were delivering packages to women with her 50 Shades of Pink Foundation. By the way, remember, you are to donate $5, or at every sale of the B conference, $5 goes into 50 Shades of Pink Foundation. I want to thank you for having it,
Yes.
having a foundation that we can all be a part of
Thank you.
to empower women. Because when I saw those baskets,
Yes.
and I saw those women's faces, just the pictures,
Yeah.
I got chills. Well, I got chills again.
Yeah.
It's been so wonderful to see that we can take what you said, a mess, and I don't want to call breast cancer a mess, but for me it was a mess because I didn't have time for it, and turn it into where I'm saying, okay, this is a war. You got to fight it. You've been thrown down this journey, and going down this journey, I want you to take this and this, and we gave them nuggets and tools and things to get through that journey and come out on the other side with a smile.
That's what I'm talking
Right, and I mean, if you take me, you're not going to take me easy.
Oh,
You're going to take me kicking and screaming.
I'm with you, Dr. Jackie. You mean you sisters or something?
Yes,
Just from a
yeah.
different daddy?
Yeah, and
Okay,
mom.
and
But,
mama,
but
but
we
yeah,
are
we're
sisters.
sisters.
Right, and
Yeah.
again, I think energy is infectious. Like, we could probably see, you had that boyfriend before you talked to 4 o'clock in the morning.
remember that.
Yes, we could
I married him.
Yeah.
He was the only one worth it, but I married him.
But we, you know, when we share the same thoughts
Yes.
and your energy, and because when I heard you open this thing up and you were talking about the wound, I'm like, I can relate to that. I can relate to life in and life out and how you have to push and get it out.
Gotcha.
What the ladies have to understand, this ain't easy. That's what people mistake it. Like you just woke up like this.
Oh.
You know, that's a song.
That song, that flawless song?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't
No.
wake up like this.
No, you do
No.
not.
Some mornings I have to wake up at 4 a.m. and I just went to bed at 1
That's right.
to get my day complete. You know, I got to be in surgery by 6. But I need to pray. I need to exercise. I need to get to the surgery center, do my surgery, and I'm watching my watch. I got to be in the office by 9. I got 40 patients. I got to be out of here so I can go film by 6 p.m.
For Married to Medicine.
Exactly.
And so she has no excuse?
Right.
But the one she gives herself?
Exactly.
Okay, so if she wants it, she can have it?
You got to take it by force.
Oh, I love that one. Take it by force. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite scriptures.
And
The
when I
heavens were
leave-
fought,
Yeah.
and they were valiantly taken by force.
Yes. And when I leave Married to Medicine, I got married to my husband.
Oh, he's waiting on you too.
Yes.
And they want some attention, ain't it?
Say it. So,
They want some attention.
yes, indeed. So then, now it's 1 o'clock in the morning the next morning.
Yes, it is.
And so you got to keep fighting and getting up. You have to honor your bodies and rest.
Yes.
There's a time for rest, but it can't be every day.
Okay, I won't say nothing.
Yes.
Say it.
No, you can.
You cannot have 8 hours of sleep as much as we recommend it because it's important.
Right.
But until I get to that place, until I become, and then I'm going to take my becoming to help somebody else, I don't get to sleep 8
Our
hours.
average schedules, I think within 3 days, if we all looked at our schedules, I don't know, we can calculate sleep between us right now. And what I believe sleep is overrated, but it is absolutely necessary.
Right.
We have to honor the body, but so many of us are sleepwalking. And you wonder why you can't have this thing you really want. It's for you. It's in there.
Absolutely.
It's ready.
Absolutely.
It's ready to connect with, as like Dr. Jackie was saying, it's ready to connect with sperm
Yes.
and get born
Yes.
and be
Yes.
delivered
Yes.
by you.
Exactly.
So Dr. Jackie, you have any last word you want to leave her with? Because this has been a phenomenal experience for me, and I want to say why. Lastly, I'll say I'm just a girl from the projects with 2 babies by 18, and I'm not supposed to be sitting in this office on this chair with this amazing woman because my education is to high school.
Wow.
Would never know it. And I'm going to correct you because you're not just a girl.
You gonna
You are
correct it?
the girl.
The girl, I need to
The
change
girl. Because just takes it down a notch.
that. It do. I've been wondering about that word.
The girl from the project.
The girl. I'm
The
gonna change
girl.
it. I got it.
And we could talk to you all day because we want you to know we've been the girl before, and whether it was from the projects, whether it was from a small town in Mississippi, whether you grew up in a home with 2 families, 2 parents, and you didn't like them, whatever it is, you were the girl. Just realize there is no mistake in creating a vision. You may find that vision was just a part of you getting to the next place because you might not like what you're doing, but that was important to get to you to where you're trying to go. So don't ever stop becoming. And realize today, oh my God, oh my God. You know what? God isn't here on earth in the flesh, but he sends angels.
Yes, he does.
And he has sent you today, because you forever changed my life with what you just said.
Wow.
I mean, when you talk about chill bumps, when you gave that intro, I'm like, I didn't know that. And that's the greatest thing about that. I can't look at you and tell nothing about that. The girl from the project who was molested, 2 babies by 18, finished high school and sounds like she got a PhD and knowing it all. I mean,
Study a lot.
yes,
Got a great library.
But you said everything. You take time to make it happen.
I sure do.
You are going to be the change you want to see.
Thank you, Dr. Jackie.
Absolutely.
Love you.
Yes.
Love you.
Yeah, and I love you back. Yes.
It's been my pleasure to bring you Dr. Jackie Walters. It has been my pleasure to bring you her message. It's been my pleasure to bring you her journey and her gospel. You know, I say the gospel is the word, and that is exactly what she brought you, her gospel, her words. I want you to be conscious when you go to study your material, when you get your videotape of this opportunity, to go home, get in your space, don't let anyone steal it from you, and I want you to meditate on the things you've heard. Play it over and over and over again till it resonates down into your uterus, where you got to pull that success from. I'm Lori Pelzer. I am your host. I am the founder of Ignite Her Bee, Women Biz and Lifestyle Success Conference. And me and Dr. Jackie have been rocking your bee. Love y'all.